Good morning, everyone. Starting this Friday a little late. So I don't want to get caught in bad trades. I just took 12 pips on gold. I got 9 pips over here. I think I might close that too in just a minute as it is approaching support. It's crossing there. Good morning, Waleed. Good morning, Kevin. Yeah, I think I'll take those 10. I took 10 and chilling. It's Friday. Had a pretty good week. I don't want to give up my profits, so I'm just kind of chilling. I took the break of, let me go small here, right here. I created a little support here, came back, held for a minute, and it broke. Took that. Again, about 12 pips. Still dropping. But it is approaching support, so I wanted not to hold on for too long. In case it wicked up there. We go ahead and do this right here. Got a few pips last night too. About 15 pips last night on gold before. Man, I could have been holding this whole time. I think it was up here. I think it was the break of this support over here last night. That was about, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Yeah, that's about right. And I could have been holding that whole time. Been chill. But again, being Friday, moving into Friday, not interested in going in bad like last week. Remember, guys? Last week, you remember last week? Last week, I had to close the day with a loss. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate taking a day, a Friday, as a loss. Then I have to wait until Monday. No bueno, not doing that. I don't want to play that game. Como dirían en Puerto Rico, que se vayan para el carajo. I wouldn't play that. I wouldn't play that. All right, let's see. Breaking the high. This is JPY. But then there's this over here. So kind of like right in the middle of nowhere right now. A good entry would have been as it broke the highs over here. And then we would be up already some 14, 15 pips. But from here up, I wouldn't do it because it's the resistance is right there. Let's see what else we can take a look at. GBP AUD has been very beautiful. Let's see what it's doing. Is it still in that range? No, it broke outside that range. It's within this range again. It's in the channel, isn't it? Yep, still in the channel. This is a beautiful consolidation, guys. This is a beautiful consolidation. Last time we did this, it paid out very nicely. Let's do it again. Hold on. Where does this thing end? Bringing it in so I can control it. With the 1 hour, the 30-minute. Open this up. It's hard not to respect these over here from the day before. Let me see if it breaks away from that to the bottom of that. That's like 12 more pips. I feel like I want to respect that. I think I should respect that. This could be adjusted a little bit. About right. Who caught GU last night from the setup? Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, RM. RM, I look for 15, 20 pips. Depends on price action. If price action gives me 10, I take 10. If price action gives me 8, I take 8. I'm not going to stay in a trade. I'm a scalper. I'm not going to stay in a trade waiting for more pips. If it's like right here, it was approaching support. So I just got out, got about 12. You know, could I gotten more? Can I squeeze more out of that? Yeah, I could probably squeeze more out of that, but it's safer to wait for that to break and then take it to the downside, because then the next level is down here. So if you're going to trade in the range, I mean, it could even be further up based on this right over here. Let's go here. If you're going to trade within the range, right? Like sometimes I do based on the break of minor support and minor structure, then I take whatever the market gives me. Once it breaks out of here, it has a lot more potential. That's about 45 pips. The action has been sweet. I mean, it was a mess up here. It was a mess up here. But once it broke out of there, it was like a little head and shoulders kind of situation going on there. Once it broke out of there, then it started dropping. And now it's kind of like a real head and shoulders going on right here. It's at the neck right now of what I would see. I mean, if I'm using the wicks, which I usually like to use the bodies of the candles and not the wicks. But right around here, let's say, right around there. Something like so. You know, the neck being because of the pullback from here, that's where it's at now. And it can bounce from there, so that's why I got out. But it could also break and then confirm the head and shoulders. We shall see. Another reason why I don't like holding before the 8 a.m. candle is because, again, momentum from New York is not here yet. So take what I can get. This was nice, though. This was very nice. And I got in late on that one. That was 28 pips. That was 28 pips. So far, 28 pips so far. It's still dropping. It's nice. Very pretty. So GA is looking nice. I mean, GA is a bit of a mess going up and down, but it's holding structure. And once it breaks out of that structure, it should pay nicely. Once it breaks out of here. On a Friday, there are no news. Are there news? That's Sunday. Those news are on Sunday. Okay. So how many days? 1, 2, today's the 3rd day in this range. Yeah, it'll be powerful when it breaks out. I would wait for a breakout. I mean, it could be explosive. So you see how it bounced, gold bounced right there? That's what I wanted to avoid. Was gonna say, yeah, it's kind of tricky, man, with GA. Because when GA breaks out, it'll give you. See, don't want it to do that. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go there. There's still wicks down here and there, but there's a lot more that are a little higher. When it breaks out, it could just run for 30, 40, 50 pips and then wick can come back. So for a breakout trader, yay, right? I mean, that's quick money. But with as long as it has been in here. That's what I'm saying. Once it breaks out, it could pay really well. But as long as it's been in here, I have to see. I don't want to get faked out, so I have to see an actual candle close outside. See, no candles have closed well, other than this one over here, and that's why I had it down there. And I'll take this into consideration. Okay, let's go ahead and respect that. No candle has closed below this. No candle has closed above that. So when it finally does, with a nice little retest, it could be easy money. All right, let's see what else we see over here. Let's take a look at Euro USD. Okay, that's about to break. That already broke, actually. A little late to this one. A little late to this one. That one, well, it's not broken the low. Not broken the low of that wick, but for my preferred entry, it's already kind of gone. That would have been a nice little catch, methinks. So in other words, it's still within the range. Maybe if it breaks out and closes outside. Look at all these candles, man. This is just clean. This is just money. Okay, that's just money happening right there. Now, I thought that this had a lot more pips in the move, but not really, apparently. Let's see, from there, that's 23 pips. In gold, that will be like 70 pips, you know? So that's why I kind of prefer the moves on gold. And gold did bounce. Gold bounced pretty hard. I'm looking at the bounce on gold. So that's Euro USD for those of you who like to trade it. Bitcoin is having a resurgence, which is good for all of us coin and token holders. There's a lot of stuff here, but let's go back to the Dixie. Okay, so the Dixie got that going for it. Okay, either a bearish flag happening here, right? Either a bearish flag happening here or an honest to goodness. Well, it's not a reversal yet by any means. It's just barely crossing the 38.2 right now. So it can still reject somewhere in here, but it's got clean candles. As easy as it came down, it could just go right back up because it didn't halt anywhere in here. So look at that bounce on gold. Yes, I'm very happy I didn't hold that. See that bounce? That bounce was coming as soon as it got there. I didn't want to hold for that. Basically, it's already above the spot where I closed my trade. What's good about this is that I can create another support, perhaps, for a break, or eventually wick out and keep going down. But we got 50 minutes to 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna wait for that. Hola, Roberto. Hola, Isaac. Hey, Dark Star. Good morning, Jones. Good morning, Zane. Awesome. Mercedes, muy buenos días. Bendiciones en este bello día de viernes. We have a cold front coming into the Port St. Lucie area, so I can't wait for that. Hey, Crypto. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You guys be praying for Joe. Hold him in your thoughts, pray for him, wish him, send him good wishes, good vibes. He's currently struggling with the COVID and it got him good. So please pray for him. Okay, this is the 45. What you want to see is a wick up first, rather than a red first. You want to see a wick up first. You want to see it go green, and then perhaps it'll come up here to the 50 and give us that wick that I'm talking about, and wick down to break these lows to continue going down. There's plenty of room there now that I've adjusted it. Up 25 pips if it can break that low. Yeah, Big Joe is sick, man. We got him. I'm already content with my Friday. So I'm gonna chill. Yeah, very little profit, but it adds to a pretty good week. I know some of you folks have had an amazing week. When did this week start? And the World Series resumes today. Yay. The week started on the 25th. I'm gonna have one of those rare rare weeks in which my Monday paid off. And if my Monday pays off, man, I'm off to a good week. Oh yeah, it's a good week. Couple losses here and there as far as individual losses, but recoup from those pretty well. Pretty good week. Looks like it's gonna break the low again, but again, without, looks like it's gonna break the low again, but without an upper wick. I don't like it. I don't like it. At this point, what this may interest me more if this red turns into a green wick going up, and yet at the same time, kind of being in the middle of nowhere here. I like to catch them at the edges. If I can catch these kind of moves at the edge, like this one over here, right? When it bounced and went up. Let me see what the stochastic RSI was showing me at that moment. It was at the bottom, but not oversold. This one up here was at the top and overbought. So this could have been a good one to catch on the way down. Kind of in the middle. Oh, there he goes, turning green. Turning green here in a moment. If you guys want to catch that going up, stop loss goes below the previous wick. Take profit. Oh, the 50 is right there. But this may start a momentum to the upside. Let's see the 30. Okay, looks good on the 30. The hour is a lot lower. Looking at the 50 now. So that's about 17 pips to the 50. That's again for those of you who want to take that. 8 o'clock is coming in 11 minutes. So it would be something like this. It could be even right here, but that's kind of tight. So let's see, do we have a 1-to-1? No, well, barely a 1-to-1 to the 50, barely a 1-to-1 to the 50. If you're thinking it'll go all the way up, then obviously you're in a better position. I'd rather wait for the 8 o'clock and see what the 8 o'clock says. Nice little pin bar if it can stop right there. If the 30-minute can close like that. Good morning, Pamela. USD Cad, you want to look at the USD Cad? Buen día, Monteculebra. ¿De dónde es usted? Let me take a look here real quick to USD Cad. USD Cad should be going up, I'd assume. Let's go take a look at it. I don't have it saved. Yep. Look at it go. It's bouncing, I guess. I didn't even do a top down. I need to do a top down. Ooh, wait a minute. Where did that come from? Holy smokes. So let's do a top down. Good old top down. The daily is kind of barely bullish at the moment. Obviously, this has been dropping. Dropping. Found its consolidation. It's actually a very nice consolidation down here. That's very nice. 4 hour, even prettier. You can adjust these on the 4 hour. I will consider that top move fake out. So I'm going to leave that part alone. You see how it went up and then crashed? Yeah, that's a 4 hour and it didn't do a fake out there. But if you go to the daily, then that's a wick, I think, right? Yeah, fake out. Okay. But the 4 hour, I mean the 1 hour, you can narrow this if you want to. You can start narrowing this. If you're into trend lines, then you got one right there. What's wrong with my trend line? Support here. If it breaks that support, how many pips? Wow, I didn't know USD Cad paid this well. Holy cow. Could I get interested in that? Could I get interested in USD Cad? Wherever there's pips to be made, I'm interested. Okay, so if I was to narrow this down, this is the 1 hour. If I go to the 30-minute, yeah, pretty clean here. Could be lower, but well, if you're gonna do that, then you might as well do this. The reason being, let me see, hold on. Okay, let's respect the low over here. I didn't know that USD Cad paid so well. Okay, so basically we have the bigger consolidation, right? From the daily and the 4 hour. We narrowed it into the 4 hour to the 1 hour, one here, and then the 30-minute right here. It's pushing up right now, but I don't know the pair. Can't speak of the pair. I don't know it. I can just give you the technical analysis, but I don't know the pair. Looks like nah, it's still struggling there. I don't know this pair. I mean, if you have other USD pairs right now where like GBP USD, if GBP USD is dropping, then this should be going up most likely. So GBP USD, what's GBP USD doing? And it's still holding kind of high. It just read right now, it's still holding. I'm talking about correlations now. Or if Canada is weak, you got news coming up on Canada. Oh, we got red folder on Canada coming at 8:30. So yeah, that's gonna move, but I don't know how it moves during news. So just beware. It's a nice little setup. I like it. It's a nice setup. If you know the pair, this is a nice setup. I don't know the pair. Going back to familiar territory. Top down on GBP USD. GBP USD, if you take notice, is still kind of respecting this whole, just kind of barely, let me see, let's go up, back up. Still struggling with that right there. Let's go to the weekly. So the weekly is bullish. It's been bullish. This week is going to close bullish, it appears. Okay, it's trying to break over the 50. This could be a complete reversal if it can hold. If it can hold. Okay, the daily is barely holding. I mean, it's bearish at the moment, but holding its own up there after yesterday's bullish move. They held a trend line. The 4-hour is bullish. The hour is bullish in the middle of nowhere. 30-minute is bearish. It's not giving me a bullish everywhere. But if it turns bullish, breaking out, you can take it with confidence because of the momentum from yesterday. I'm thinking right now looks like it wants to come to the bottom. We'll see. Gold here trying to figure out what it wants to do. It didn't hold. That move up didn't hold. Dominicano hermano in Boston. Yeah, I have family up there. I'm Puerto Rican, pero tengo familia allá en Boston. Well, us Puerto Ricans, we got family everywhere, right? Good morning. Dark Star, buy or sell what? USD Cad? Well, it was buying right now, but I don't give signals here, buddy. So you have to figure out on your own what is it you want to do. I call my own trades. And if you want to follow them, that's fine, but that's up to you. I don't give signals. Oh, it's already gone, the USD Cad. It was being bullish at the moment. You got to look at let me see what the currency strength is. Again, we got news coming at 8:30. So it's a no trade, really. With news coming, it's a no trade. Do I want to install? Let me tell it later so I can see what's going on with the strength. At 8:30, you're gonna see a move. Oh, nice move on gold. Breaking the low. Very nice move. Continuation of the move down. Very beautiful. CAD is not weak right now, but it was moving up. But we got 8:30 news on Canada. So you're gonna see a move. This is 8 o'clock opening. Here comes momentum. Let's see what kind of volume this brings us. Taking a look at the USD back here and gold. Mentioning it because it was probably happened to others and you are not alone. I was mentally exhausted. Yeah, should have seen the signs before I was trading. Yeah, Mercedes, gotta be it's bad to trade tired, man. Okay, looks like GU wants to. Oh, GU is just fighting. GU is fighting. The currency strengths are evenly matched. USD Cad is a good one to watch, but I don't know the pair, especially because of news. But just remember, there's news coming. Anything can happen during news. I hear you, Mercedes. Yeah, I have busted my account a couple of times when I was tired. I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, Mercedes. Yeah, I completely understand. Not every day is a good day to trade. You guys have heard me say that. Even if the setups are there, maybe you're not ready for the setups, you know. Gotta understand what our bodies are telling us. Hey, I got my purple mattress. Woohoo, purple mattress. This is a little fidgety thing that they give you when you buy your purple mattress. Slept on it last night. I slept about 4 hours and I didn't move. And it was the most deep, restful sleep I've had in a long time. What is news? News is, well, in this case, the news for USD Canada was, what was it? Let's find out. Go to my FX book. If you don't have the app, get the app for my FX book. Okay, and when you open the FX book, you go to calendar. And it has a whole bunch of news today. Okay, another matter of concern here, Mercedes. I was looking earlier and I saw these news. I'm thinking, oh, good, nothing heavy coming. We can go ahead and trade this morning. And I look at my FX book and it says in 26 minutes, we have 2 high impact folders. Whole bunch of news, whole bunch of freaking folders, tons and tons of them. It should be a no trade day today for Mr. Rivera here. That's what it should be. And then in 2 hours, almost at 10 o'clock, there's another. The Michigan consumer sentiment is another high impact. So when you go into the calendar, you see the news here, news events. And any technical trader should not venture into trading when there are news events happening. It'll mess up your technicals completely. You're used to seeing the technicals do one thing and then it does something else completely. So here, broke that support. Again, I would have preferred the top wick forming first. It formed afterwards and not enough of a wick. It did what it's supposed to do, but it didn't give me enough of signal to take that sell. That's already almost 30 pips. Very nice. Very nice move on gold. Oh, there goes gold. There it goes. There it goes. Yes, Dark Star, you can make money buying and selling. Look at gold. Woohoo! Powerful move. Power move on gold. Okay, I was gonna witness a fake out here. Let's see. What are we looking at? Not quite at the bottom yet. Very nice momentum on gold. Goodness gracious, look at that thing go. Where's support? Where's support? Very beautiful breakout. So did you notice how price, okay, so something to pay attention to. You see how you notice how price was just taking its sweet time getting down here. And then when it finally got here and it broke out, it just shut out. That's what happens when the price breaks a zone. That breakout was 23 pips, 40 some pips from, 42 pips since the minor support break. Very beautiful move. Yes, you make money buying or selling, Dark Star. If you want some free information, I suggest you go to babypips.com. You go to babypips.com, you're gonna get some very good free information. If you want to get in-depth training, then join our academy. Let me go find the link to our academy. This is a link to our academy. This thing is in the way. But if you want some free info, go to babypips.com. That was a beautiful move on gold. 8 o'clock momentum came to us. Very nice. Powerful. Look at that. Look at that. Where's Joel? Joel wouldn't take this one. Joel was going to take it down here. Take the buy down here. Wow, beautiful. That was gorgeous. It is wicking out there, but don't chase it. The Dixie made a move up. Yeah, it kind of wigged out up there. It's in the stratosphere up here. The Dixie's overbought. Not on the 4 hour though. The 4 hour seems to have strong momentum to the upside. We shall see. But wow, that was a beautiful move. I'm going to wait for this hour candle, this 30-minute hour candle to exhaust itself. Perhaps it's going to reach all the way down here, but create some sort of continuation. Now I'm looking for continuation, right? I'm looking for continuation. I'm waiting for this to close, create some sort of level of support, just like the 15-minute did a little support over here. Over here, over here. I want to see support somewhere in here. If they can give it to me. Support, start pushing up, and then break. This again, a bearish flag if we can get it. We don't know what price is going to do. We're just watching it. We don't try to predict what it's going to do. We watch it. Yeah, Dark Star, if you're brand new to trading Forex, babypips.com is free. Okay, our academy is $75 a month. And we have tons of information, including 5 classes a week, 5 live classes a week that are included. You also have the ability to reach your mentor and have a one-on-one for an extra cost. If you want to do that, a one-on-one meeting with them, which I have not found anywhere where you can get such a good deal for a one-on-one. This is gorgeous. But if you're brand new, you might want to start with babypips.com. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. Is this the wick that I've been talking about forever? Is this that wick, or are we looking for another? No, it's got to be another one. Where's my wick? Here. This thing still needs to be filled up. Yeah, I've been calling these drops for quite a while. Because while gold makes these moves up, it can't push against the bigger time frame. This is the weekly. This weekly, we'll see how it ends, but it looks like it's going to end bearish. And then you're going to see the break of this flag over here. You got a kind of wide flag, and then you have a much tighter flag going like that. And this is the weekly. So that's super powerful. And because it's the weekly, it can bounce from here too. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a bounce. Okay, this is the daily. And you see these wick bounces. I anticipate a bounce somewhere in here. Beautiful. This is just gorgeous. This is very nice. That's a 4-hour. No man's territory right now. Kevin, the live trading on TTA it's sporadic. Whenever Jay or Joe calls for it. They're still very, very busy getting the academy where they want to get it. I think Joe shared on the last live that they did together. They shared some of the stuff that they're working on, that they've been working on for a long time. Jay's been working on that thing for over a year to get that internal stuff done. An outside source was supposed to do it for the team, and they didn't quite meet the standard of professionalism that we were looking for. And so Jay went at it. He's been working on it for almost a year. So that's consumed his time. And then imagine having twins, you know? So he's got a little more time now. He's been grinding at that thing. And Joe's been working behind the scenes on other things, again, solidifying, setting the foundation, you know, for the academy. We've had a few kinks here and there, but those of you who are in the academy know the value of the academy. So they don't have the time to do a lot of lives. I changed my whole lifestyle to be in the mornings, and so I'm doing lives but I'm doing lives for my personal reasons, you know, because I needed to, okay, let's see if this, hold on. Is this a 50-minute? This is a 50-minute. Let's see if this 50-minute creates a little support here. Let's see what happens. Wow, what a drop. I wouldn't be surprised if it just does a 5-minute support and it just keeps going, because the momentum is so strong with it. But we'll see. So I'm doing these lives to improve as a mentor, as an educator, improve my own trading with the discipline that is required when you're doing lives. And to me, I'm still testing it. I've been at this for what, a month and a half, almost 2 months now. Almost 2 months now. Yeah, this week is going to be, yeah, this could be 2 months now. To me, I'm still testing it because I've not reached yet a level of comfortability where I can trade without getting distracted. And I'm still trading, so I gotta make my money. It's going well, but sometimes I get distracted. Like this move right here, I should have not missed that move. But I was doing stuff, I was talking about different things, and so I missed it. Not too upset about it because I had already made my money. The money that I'm satisfied with making for today. But I'm still testing it. You know, if this interferes, if doing these lives interferes with my trading, then I'm still not financially free. So I gotta stop doing them because it's more important for me to become free, take care of my family, and then I'll take care of the rest of the world. But first, my family, right? Looks like it's gonna keep going. Let's look at the 5-minute. I just want to show something. No, not even on the 5-minute. It did not even stop for the 5-minute. Holy cow. Very strong momentum. Yeah, that was a tiny little pullback. Pullback only paid 11 pips. Still wick out right there. What do you mean, Dark Star? Mornings like right now. What do you mean? I'm here every morning. Unless I let the team know I'm not gonna be here. Yesterday I was not here because of news. How am I liking the mornings? I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I mean, I've done well. We've done well here. The community that's been here with me for the last couple months, I've done well. There goes GU. So if GU is dropping, then that means, well, the Dixie is breaking out, as you can see. And also the USD Cad should be going up and up. So far, I'm enjoying it. But there are days when I miss out on trades because of the conversations that I'm having. It can be difficult to trade and be talking at the same time about different things. Trading takes a lot of concentration. Like, especially if you're a breakout trader. Okay, is the breakout really happening right now? You know, it's touch and go. You gotta be focused. Boom. It goes gold again. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's still holding there. Let's see if it breaks it. Go back up to the 30-minute because the 15-minute did not provide us a support. Yeah, I'm enjoying. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I think I should have been doing this a long time ago. Yeah, man, I'm here. Well, most days I'm 6:30 to 9:30. On Mondays and Fridays, I'm probably not going to be here as early because Mondays and Fridays are not the best days to trade. The best days to trade are Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are the best days to trade. It's when most volume is in the market. It's when the real big moves happen in the market. And I have a history of losing on Mondays. And so this week, what I did is instead of coming in at 6:30, I came in at 7:30. And that way I only have 30 minutes to wait for the 8 o'clock momentum candle to show up, which is this one right here. And it avoids me seeing trades that are not ready. I'm a scalper and my entries are usually precise. And if I don't get a move in the first few seconds of my entry, I already know I'm in trouble. So, or I'm just not ready. You know, I went in too early. So, for example, going back to this example of the 15-minute here, entering a buy here would have been premature, right? I saw it pushing up, breaking the highs, but that was a fake out to actually take you to the bottom. Had I seen the move up first, ooh, look at that bounce. Had I seen the move up first, then it would have been easy to take the sell coming down. But it came down first and then it moved up. Finally, eventually it broke out, okay? Once it broke out from here, I would have been in and would have been able to catch the momentum candle, the 8 o'clock candle going down. Looks like it's creating support after all, that 15-minute candle. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Okay, this is good. This is actually good. Let's see where it closes. Got a little minor support going on here. And it could provide a great entry for a break to the bottom if it breaks it when it returns, or provide a support where then the next candle wicks down and then breaks up above the new minor support. Again, that's saucy, right? Because on the 30-minute, what we have is this. And really, I recommend people to wait on the 30-minute. I like to watch the 15-minute because it can give me perhaps an early entry. But that's a little saucy, okay? 30-minute confirmation is much stronger. Well, there's a huge bounce. That's a huge bounce. That's a almost 40 pip bounce, 33 pips. Bounced early. It bounced where you would expect to bounce, but you also have bounces here and here. So cleaner entry would have been for a bounce lower down. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. No rush. We ain't rushing anything. Not today, we ain't. Oh, excuse me. Anybody got plans for the weekend? I got baseball on my mind. Para todos los peloteros allá afuera, I got baseball on my mind this weekend. World Series on Fox. Is that 15-minute holding? Is it holding? Is it holding? By trading, dark. By trading. That's how you find out what kind of trader you are, by trading. You think you know who you are as a person until you start trading. When you start trading, you find out a whole lot about you that you didn't know. There are subconscious, psychological levels going on in your head, driving your actions, and you don't even know it until you start putting money at risk. When you start putting money at risk, you find out quickly what you really think about yourself, what you really think, not who you present yourself to the world to be, not who you think you are, who you really are. Start showing up. And then you got to deal with that real you. You got to deal with him. You got to acknowledge him. You can't ignore him. You can't pretend that he's not there. And I think that's a problem. I think that's a challenge that a lot of traders have. They want to be somebody else instead of acknowledging who they are. Okay? If you have fears, apprehensions, subconscious ideas of what money is, of how you should make money, the team has heard me say this before. TTA team has heard me say this before. If you believe that rich people are crooked, you're never going to be rich because you don't want to be crooked. So he's going to break the law again? Man, he can't make up his mind. If you think that being rich is evil, then you're never going to be rich. And killing yourself trying to be it, or pretending that that's not what you really believe, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to help you. We have to start by acknowledging the truth. Okay, so I think that rich people are crooked. Okay, so how do I change that perception? Obviously, not all rich people are crooked. There are crooked people that are rich, and there are crooked people who are poor. You know, how can I say, a liar, a thief, a cheat. Those are not related to money. Those are related to character. And character development is an individual choice. We got to start thinking, right? But we have been programmed since we were young to go to school where they teach us what? In school, what do they teach us? They don't teach us about money. They don't teach us about how to read an income statement, how to read the financials of a business to see if it's a good business to invest in. They don't teach us about stocks. They don't teach us about trading. They don't teach us about any of that. No, I think I was 23, 24 when I first opened my own bank account. 23. I was 23 when I opened my first bank account. Kind of late in life to start learning about how to balance a checkbook, or that you should be saving money, or whatever. Why didn't I know that? Because my parents didn't teach me. Why didn't my parents didn't teach me? Because nobody taught them. And I had already spent 12 years in high school, 4 years of college, and nobody taught me anything about money. Why is that? Because society is built to create workers, not entrepreneurs. And as much as America is the land of entrepreneurs, this country still doesn't invest in teaching its people its own system of economics. Why is it that a lot of rich people don't pay taxes? They don't pay taxes because they're rich. They don't pay taxes because they know the law. They know the tax law. Okay, there you go. This looks, what was that? Oh my gosh, look at that break. That's the 8:30 candle. Woohoo! Okay, this is where I think it may bounce from. This is a reaction. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it holds. Wow, look at this reaction. Powerful. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Kind of late now. I should have caught it at the bottom. Should have caught it at the bottom. Look at that. Well, perhaps if it breaks the highs. Oh, there you go. Here you go. Shall we go for it? Shall we go for it? That's 10 pips for me. 16, 17, 18. Closed it. Okay. Not tempting fate here. That was a nice quick trade. See, that's how my trades work. There it is. There's my trade. Okay. Took a minute to load. Like it. I likes it. I likes it. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Where did it bounce? Where we knew it would bounce. Bounce here first, and then it did a little fake out. This is called a fake out. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, Mercedes. Yeah, man. I know what it is to grind. En ese sentido, somos muy similares. You know, we're very much alike in that sense. I can grind, man. I can grind. I can grind. I can grind. I can grind. I enjoy the grind. But the challenge with the grind is you don't realize your body is breaking down. Your body's breaking down. It needs rest. It needs food. It needs exercise. You know, it needs sunlight. You know, it needs people. Our bodies need people. Believe it or not, our bodies need people. So going back to my rant. Going back to my rant, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we're not taught our own economic system. Wow. Okay, a move like that is intended to wipe out the sellers and the buyers. Okay, this is a news scandal. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. My news. Look at that. Oh, when is that? November the 5th. Okay. NFP is November the 5th. Next week. Just remember that. It's like, why is that there? Why did that turn red all of a sudden? Well, that's next week. Our country does not teach its students its own system of economics because it wants to create workers. And once you are addicted to a paycheck, you think that that's the only way that you can make money. And that brings its own set of problems. Because now you're thinking that because you showed up, you're going to get paid. No, that's not how entrepreneurship works. The way entrepreneurship works is you work and you work and you work and you work and you work for no pay. And you work and you work and you work and you work for no pay. You're not really getting paid. Not really. You're learning a craft. You're learning a system. You're learning an industry. And the process of learning takes time. But you're already addicted to the paycheck. So you're thinking, where's my check? Where's my money? And there's no money coming because you're not there yet. You're not ready yet to be making money in this system. Man, that was a beautiful move. Wish I could have caught more of that. Wish I would have caught more of that. That was beautiful. But it's in the no man's land now. It's all in between right now. Go to the 30-minute. Okay, so here's a 30-minute. Maybe that'll become support, maybe not. That's a good way to close Friday. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to shut this down over here before I make a mistake. Again, you got to know yourself. You got to know yourself. You got to admit to yourself who you are and not pretend you're somebody else. I know me. I don't have the discipline to not trade if the charts are open. So I shut it down. I close it. Not doing that. And you over here, because I got a couple accounts, and you over here, I'm gonna close you too. I'm gonna leave that one open. I'm gonna put a small, yeah. It's a very small lot size in case something happens between here and maybe the next 30 minutes. But I want to finish my thought. Going back to mindset. You don't know who you are and what you believe about money until you are the source of your income and not your boss, not a job. When you become the source, which by the way, it's not how can I say, to me, God is my source, right? God is my source. He provides me opportunity. And then I bust my ass off with that opportunity, right? He shows me the door. Sometimes he opens the door. In fact, he better open the door, because if he doesn't open the door, I can't get through it. But he opens the door for me, and then I have to go through it. And then whatever is on the other side, I got to deal with it. And what I have found in my journey when I went through the door is that I have problems with money. I have money issues in my head. My father didn't have any. None of his brothers had any. You know, and it's funny, when I did my ancestry and I did a research of my history, of my DNA history and my family, and I found my families. The only ambitious person that had any idea of accomplishing anything was my grandpa from my dad's side, because he became a cop. But before that, I mean, that's a level up in Puerto Rico. I'm in Puerto Rico in the 1920s and 30s. That was like, you know, almost upper class. Almost, not quite. You know, but it had status for sure, and favor with people, because again, he was a leader of men. My grandpa was. But he was a detective into his 90s, guys. When he was 89, and I guess that's where I get my genes, I guess. When he was 89 years of age, the government in Puerto Rico created a campaign so that veteran cops, detectives, and others could come back into the force to train and help and mentor the younger ones. So he goes in at 89. And they say to him, "You're 89 years old." And he says, and he goes, "There's nothing here that says anything about age." You know, there's nothing here that says anything about age. And I said, "Well, you're going to have to pass a physical." "Okay, let's do it." They had him lift weights. They had him do push-ups. They had him do I don't know what. He passed the physical. So they hired him. At 89, he re-enlisted for the third time as a cop. Look at that. Okay, I think now we're looking at sales. I think now we're looking at sales on gold. Wow. Look at the hour. That's the hour. That's still the 8-hour candle. Yeah. That's the 4-hour. Wow. Strong rejection. I think we're looking at sales on gold now. I'm out. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm just telling you what I see. So again, my grandfather was a hardworking man. My dad was a hardworking man, but none of them gave me any insight into money. From my mom's side, they were all farmers, and I'm talking about not hired. Well, yeah, they were hired hands way back in the day, but then they got their own land, and they would work their own land. But they was really just working it to live off of it. They weren't business people. So I never learned anything from my family about money. And that's the reality that I ran into when I started trading. I start trading and I run into, man, I'm not making any money. It was, again, waiting for that paycheck to come, right? And it wasn't coming because it's not coming. When you're an entrepreneur, paycheck, it's not coming. You got to build a business, and in this case, as a trader, you got to build yourself. You are the asset, right? You are the asset. You got to build yourself. You got to get the knowledge. You got to get the books. You got to get the tapes. You got to go meet with people. You got to get associated with people who are where you want to be. If you don't come from money, you don't know how to deal with money. You don't know what it's for. You don't know how to use it. You don't know how to make it grow. You don't know how to avoid unnecessary taxes. Again, the tax law in the US was made for the business owner. And it benefits the business owner because the business owner creates jobs for the community. A lot of us grew up thinking the boss man is cheap. The boss man doesn't want to pay us. The boss man doesn't want to give us a raise. Why is the boss man rich? How does he get away with all this stuff? Oh, that's nice, Dark Star. Thank you. Why? Because he is providing jobs for the community. Those jobs means taxes. Those taxes help care of the government. So the government has to make sure that the businessman, the businesswoman is taken care of, because the businesswoman provides job opportunities that then take care of the citizens, and the citizens pay taxes that take care of the government. Okay. So, but if we're not taught that, again, then we resent the fact that our boss is holding on us. We resent the fact that the CEOs are making millions of dollars and all sorts. I mean, to me, not saying that it shouldn't be, that it should be more balanced. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be more balanced. But at the same time, if you have a guy that creates something that makes creates millionaires, okay, and gives job opportunities to hundreds of thousands of people. I'm talking about Bill Gates or Bezos. I was watching a video recently that Bezos, his company is worth, he's worth, I don't know how many billions of dollars, right? There you go. There it goes. There goes gold. There goes gold. Where can it go? Well, first, it really has to break this. Okay, right now it seems like it's going to break it, but it first has to really break it. That's the first thing it has to do. It has to really break it, and it's going to have a bit of a hard time. This is the 4-hour. This is the 1 hour. Where else can it go? Something's up with my computer. It must be updating or something. It's slow. I don't appreciate that when I'm trying to trade. So right now it's pretending it's closed, is breaking, but it's gonna have a hard time doing so. It is the next 15-minute candle. Every worker wants higher wages, right? Because they want to make a better living for their family. But those wages have to be considered from the point of view of the overall health of the corporation or the company or the business. And you also have to consider that the owner of the business is running the business at complete risk to themselves. At the beginning of any new business, most of the time, the owners doesn't make any money. You know, the owner of a restaurant, for example, takes care of the cooks, takes care of the waitress, takes care of the bartender, takes care of the parking attendant, you know, pays for all of that before they pay themselves. They have to cover all of that before they pay themselves. Okay, it looks like it's getting ready to go again. See if it holds. And a lot of people don't consider that. They don't think about that. They see the owner driving on their Mercedes, right? But they don't understand that Mercedes is probably still under payments. You know, most likely it's under payments or leased. You know, they see the nice house in which the owner is living in, but they don't understand that house has a mortgage, big old mortgage, and they have to again pay the lease of the land where they're at, the building that they're leasing. They have to pay the lease. They have to pay insurance. They have to pay taxes. They have to pay all the workers, however big of the company or however small. And then what's left is theirs. That's how it works. So you have to have a business model as a business owner that can do all of that. And so because of that, right? Because the business owner is taking care of everybody else and everybody's got a job, and depending on your company, you may have insurance and whatever, the government gives them a tax break. So you end up, as a business owner, you end up paying a whole lot less in taxes. And that is available to all of us, guys. All of us. I learned about this a long time ago. And so I always had a side business. Always. And for years and years and years and years, all the way until I was making $100,000, I was paying 5 and 6% in taxes because I always had a way to offset my income with business expenses, which is another reason why you see corporations spend so much money in marketing and other things. They have to have expenses to offset. Otherwise, it's all going to go to taxes. All that money is going to go to taxes. It's not going to go to your pocket. It's going to go to taxes. Nice pullback and rejection. And here comes a continuation. It may end up breaking, like really breaking. Here you go. It's been very nice action, by the way, on gold, except for this big old move here, which I think I was up to like 18 pips when I took profit. It went a whole lot more than that. You know, it went like 50 pips and then crashed. Manipulation. But you can still take based on price action, you can still take advantage of it, which is what I did. I waited for the wick down, and then as it's crashing up, I took it. Now it's doing the opposite. We're in sells for sure. And again, I know I have people here from all over the world, but I'm talking about the US system of economics. I'm not sure how the system of economics works in other countries. It's the reason why Americans are so adamant about keeping socialism out. Because under capitalism, the individual is still responsible for their own success. And as long as you have opportunity, which we do, I mean, Forex is just another example of another great opportunity. Look at this drop. This is just beautiful, guys. This was gorgeous. Now it's at the bottom of the wedge, by the way. That's what this is, the bottom of the wedge. Let's go to the higher time frame. Oh, trend line, the trend line. The bottom of the daily trend line. I don't know that I can break that. We'll see. It can push down. It doesn't mean that it's going to break it. We're still waiting on a candle to close. This is an hour candle, guys. The hour candle hasn't even closed. 30-minute closed, gave a retest. You see this, guys? You see this? This is where we were originally. It broke out, retested, dropped. We teach that at TTA. We teach that little system right there at TTA. Wow. That's just gorgeous. I mean, it's just beautiful price action. If you get stuck on the lower time frames, then that's on you, right? But if you take a look at the bigger time frame, this was gorgeous. That was beautiful. That's what we look for every day. So anyway, guys, when you come to trading, which basically means each one of you is an entrepreneur. The moment you start trading, you are an entrepreneur. The moment that you put money in the market at risk and trying to make a profit, you're in business for yourself. Avail yourself of the laws that allow you to deduct so many things that as an employee, you cannot, okay? Look into it, okay? At the very least, look at my hair. I gotta get my haircut today. At the very least, you should learn about Schedule Cs, okay? As a self-employed, you should look into that because you can deduct so much without having to file a corporation, without having to incorporate yourself. That's another level. You know, I have a corporation, but you can just, yeah, there you go. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to break completely, really. That trend line is from the daily. So yeah, bouncing from here is just a natural move for gold. We'll see. And avail yourself of those benefits. There's a lot to be learned about money. And there's a lot to be learned about your relationship with money. And when you start trading, you start learning about you, things you didn't know about yourself, about how you handle risk, about how you handle fear, about how you handle doubt, about how you handle making decisions in the moment, impromptu decisions, about your ability to analyze, about your tolerance to risk, you know, your tolerance to risk. What is your tolerance to risk? And you have to acknowledge your tolerance to risk, what your level of risk is, and accept it. Whatever it is what it is. Whatever that tolerance risk is what it is. It doesn't do any good, for example, for me to see Jay putting a $200 lot size. Or before, because right now his account can handle it. But before, when he was doing huge lot sizes on small accounts, you know, and getting away with it, okay? It does me no good to pretend that I can be the same as him when I don't have the tolerance to that risk. I don't. And if I don't have the tolerance to that risk, I'm not going to let the trade do what it needs to do. I'm going to end up closing it too early or messing it up somehow because I'm in fear. I'm in doubt. I'm not in confidence. Okay. So I have to trade the lot size that allows me to trade with confidence. I have to trade my tolerance to risk, depending on the setup, depending on the amount, depending on what's going on. I have different tolerances to risk, right? Like for example, again, I was very willing and happy, and I did take the risk of entering a trade to the upside when obviously this was a downtrend, right? When this was just a retest to come down on a downtrend on a higher time frame. Okay, my tolerance to risk going up like that was a lot easier than taking it to the downside after I already made the money up. So you got to know that about yourself. Okay, I was fine with going opposite with this because I saw the price action. Now, once it decided, right, once it started coming back down and breaking the low, then I said, okay, this is sales now. This looks like sales now. Okay, but I was not willing to take that after I had already made my money up, and based on the price action, I was not at the time. I wasn't going to do it. So again, you got to learn about yourself, your tolerance to risk, and you don't know that. You may think you know that, but you don't know that until you trade, and your account tells the truth. Your account tells the truth of your mindset, not what you're doing, not what you say. Your account, the results show what you really think. Okay, it's the most beautiful thing, honestly, that I have found. The most truthful thing, the best mirror that I have found is trading. It's the best mirror that I have found in anything in life. Trading tells me the truth about me. And I love it because once I know the truth, I can change. Whatever needs to change, I can change. If I don't know the truth, I can't do anything about it. Okay, so I got to know the truth and acknowledge the truth. Look at that, Dixie. Woohoo! And look at GU. Completely ignore GU over here, but that was nice. Broke the 50, came retested the 50, dropped. Same move as gold, except that gold did it on the 1 hour. Oh, no, not the 1 hour, the 30-minute. 30-minute broke out, retested, dropped. Beautiful, beautiful moves. And on a morning, like most mornings, this is it. We'd be done. We'd be done. Broke out, retested. The breakout traders won, and the retest trader won more. That's usually how it is. Okay. The breakout trader won 70 pips. The retest trader could have won 150 pips. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And on the break of these minor support over here, GU paid 29. Very nice. Anyway, I encourage everybody during the weekend to take time. Yeah, we looked at Kevin, we looked at EU earlier, and it looked like it was selling. Yeah, look at that thing. We had it here. That's another beautiful. Did you take that one, Kevin? That was beautiful. Broke, retested, dropped, and stopped exactly where we said it would stop. Did you take it? That was beautiful. They said it took GU. Awesome. Okay, I'm done with my rant. Thank you, Darth Star, for your contribution to the channel. Appreciate that. Take care, Jones. I guess Jones is probably already gone. Just reading the comments now that I'm done ranting. Hey, Dark Star, you are the first person to contribute to my channel. I'm gonna have to come up with something to honor that. I'll come up with something. Been really disciplined for the whole month. In fact, it has been my most profitable month, but a single indiscipline on Tuesday put me off the zone. It's not supposed to trade, but yeah, damn, That is very common. That's not uncommon. The way that Jay says it is, how long can you remain disciplined before your discipline breaks down? It happens to all of us. It happens to everybody. This is the 9 o'clock candle now. Looking for some momentum. Usually if it pushes down first, it starts going in the opposite direction. We'll see. Strong momentum to the downside, though. I don't see how the 9 o'clock cannot continue down. But we'll see. Yeah, I have found that my tolerance, slowly, little by little is increasing. My tolerance of discipline is about a month. And then it breaks down a little bit. And when my discipline breaks down, I need to catch it before it goes out of control. Okay. As long as I catch it, I can recoup my lack of discipline and do okay. All right. The whole point is that the time, let me update over here my software. That the time between your discipline and lack of discipline gets shorter and shorter, and your discipline time gets longer and longer. That's all. And then you're getting better and better that way. So it's natural. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a natural process. And they just pull out the Christmas candles. Turrón, yay! Turrón, polvorones. Oh my gosh. Enjoy it for me. Enjoy it for me. Yeah, damn. Don't feel bad about it. That's the process of growth. That's the process of growth. Growth is that way. Just like the market. The market is moving up. The market is moving up. The market is tearing it up. Well, it has to pull back. Okay, it's a correction. It's a correction. Okay, but then it pushes back up again, right? In the trend. Your trend, damn, is that you're becoming a disciplined trader. You're becoming more and more disciplined, more and more disciplined. Well, that discipline is going to break down because the amount of effort and concentration that it takes to maintain that discipline is exhausting to you right now. Okay, you're building muscles for that discipline. You're building stamina for that discipline. Okay, and you just keep going, you just keep going, you just keep going, and it gets stronger and it gets stronger and it gets stronger, you know, and then it breaks down again. And then you recoup and you break stronger and stronger, stronger, just like building a muscle, same thing, you know, same thing. You know, you can do, maybe you can only do 10 push-ups and then you can do 20 and you can do 30, then you can do 50. And at some point, then you hit 50 and you get stuck at 50 for a long time. You know, then your body adapts and then you go higher. You know, you're doing great. Welcome, Jason. I'm just reading the comments so I can acknowledge people and then I'm going to close it down. Hey, awesome. Awesome to hear, Kevin. Awesome to hear, Kevin. Awesome. That's all right, Kyle. That's all right. No big deal. That's okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that rant. It's over now. Okay, beautiful day trading, really. Beautiful trading day, guys. I'm going to close it down now. Honestly, for a Friday, this was beautiful. I cannot deny this was gorgeous. Okay. We anticipated what could happen. It happened like we anticipated it, right? We anticipated a break, and then I was distracted, so it broke. Okay, we anticipated it could bounce from here. It bounced, and I took that bounce, won a few pips. Okay, if it broke down, where could it stop next? Well, it stopped here for just a little bit, and then it just kept going. And now where it could stop, it stopped exactly where we thought it could stop, and that's where it's at. Now, going back to the higher time frame, we know this trend line is from the daily, and we know that this support is from the 4-hour and the daily, I think. 4-hour, let's look at the daily. Yeah, well, that's not quite support on the daily. That could come down further. It's support on the 4-hour though. So it may take a 4-hour candle to break it. We'll see. And so that's where it stopped. It behaved exactly the way we anticipated it would. So we got to be happy with our analysis. We got to be happy with our result, our execution, and our results. And now it's time to call it a day. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you again for sharing your Friday with me. It's been a good week, and I pray that that it was for you too. Take the time during the weekend to back test, to practice, to relax, also to ease your mind. It's important that you take some time to just empty the bucket. The bucket gets filled with stuff during the week, including personal stuff that you have to take care of. For me, that's baseball or a good movie or a good show decompresses me, and then I can get back to the grind. And also playing a little chess. I'll be reinstalling my chess program again, knowing yourself, right? Because I know myself. I love chess. I removed chess from my phone on Sunday night at midnight. And then on Friday, after I've done trading, I reinstall it so I can play during the weekend and enjoy it and decompress. Again, getting to know yourself, admitting who you are, accepting who you are, and growing from there, okay? And I pray that that's true for all of you. God bless you. I'll see you on Monday. If there aren't any news, God bless you. Bye-bye.